Eala set for singles, doubles duty at ASB Classic. Manila, Philippines. Eala will have a busy Thursday as she competes in both singles and doubles action at the ASB Classic in Auckland, New Zealand. Eala is set for double duty, opening her day in the singles round of 16 against Croatia's Petra Marcinko at around 8 a.m. The 20-year-old Filipino then eyes a semi-final berth in the doubles with American partner Iva Jovic as they battle Czechia's Jessica Malakova and Mexico's Renata Zarazua at 10 a.m. The 33rd Southeast Asian Games women's singles gold medalist continues her first tournament of the 2026 season against a 20-year-old Marcinko, who is ranked world number 82. The Croatian is a 2025 ATV Tennis Open champion in Rome and has won 11 International Tennis Federation titles. Buoyed by a pro-Filipino crowd, Eala overcame Paris 2024 Olympic silver medalist Donna Vekic in the first round, 4-6, 6-4, 6-4. In the doubles action, Eala and Jovic upset WTA number 13 Elena Svitolina of Ukraine and seven-time major champion Venus Williams of the United States, 7-6, 7, 6-1. Eala and Jovic face Malakova and Zarazua, who have won several championships in the doubles. The winner faces the third-seeded Chinese pair of Yifan Xu and Zhao Xianyang, who advanced to the semis with a 6-4, 1-6, 10-5 win over Isabel Havelag of the Netherlands and Maya Lumsden of Great Britain. The Auckland air has a particular sharpness to it. Clean, salt-kissed, alive with the promise of beginnings. For Eala, that air feels like an invitation. The ASB Classic has always been more than just another stop on the tennis calendar. It is the tournament that ushers players into a new year, a stage where rust is shaken off and intentions are quietly declared. For Eala, stepping onto the blue courts with commitments in both singles and doubles is not merely about match count or rankings. It is about presence. About saying, I am here, and I am ready to work. At just 19, Eala carries a resume that already hints at something larger than the present moment. Grand Slam junior success, historic breakthroughs for Philippine tennis, and a steady climb through the professional ranks have shaped her into a player accustomed to expectations. Yet Auckland offers something different, a canvas broad enough for ambition and intimate enough to test character. A new year, two battles. Singles and doubles demand different versions of the same athlete. In singles, Eala walks alone. Every decision, when to attack, when to absorb pressure, when to trust her left-handed forehand down the line, belongs solely to her. The court feels wider, the silence is louder. Each point is a conversation between player and self, punctuated by the rhythmic squeak of shoes and the low murmur of the crowd. Doubles, by contrast, is a dialogue. It requires trust, timing, and a generosity of spirit. Eala must split her awareness, half on the ball, half on her partner's positioning, movement, and intent. The reflexes sharpen. The net becomes a place of opportunity rather than risk. In doubles, there's laughter between points, quick glances of reassurance, and strategies whispered under breath. Choosing to compete in both disciplines at the ASB Classic is a statement of hunger. It signals a player unwilling to specialize too early, unwilling to shrink her game to fit a single mold. The left-handed advantage. Eala's left-handedness has always been part of her intrigue. On these Auckland courts, it becomes a quiet weapon. Her serve swings wide in the ad court, pulling opponents off balance. Her forehand, heavy with topspin, climbs shoulder-high before dropping sharply. In singles, it disrupts rhythm. In doubles, it opens angles that right-handers often struggle to defend. But beyond mechanics, there is something poetic about watching a left-hander carve space. It feels slightly rebellious, slightly unexpected, much like Eala herself, emerging from a tennis nation still finding its voice on the global stage. Carrying a flag, lightly, it would be easy to frame every one of Eala's appearances as symbolic. She is, after all, a pioneer for Philippine tennis, a name that resonates far beyond the tour's usual circles. Each one sends ripples back home. Each loss is dissected with care. Yet what makes Eala compelling is how lightly she seems to carry that weight. At the ASB Classic, she is not playing to prove a point about geography or history. She is playing because she loves the game. Because improvement lives in repetition. Because the best players, she knows, are built in the quiet accumulation of matches like these. Early rounds, unfamiliar opponents, tricky conditions. Auckland's lessons. The ASB Classic is famous for its variables. The wind can shift mid-rally. The sun can glare just enough to make a toss uncertain. Crowds are knowledgeable but relaxed, appreciative rather than demanding. These are ideal conditions for growth. In singles, Eala will be tested on patience. Points may stretch longer than expected. Opponents will probe her movement, asking her to defend just one shot more than she wants to. Winning here often means accepting discomfort before creating opportunity. In doubles, the lessons are faster, sharper. Reflex volleys. Split-second decisions. The ability to reset immediately after a missed poach or mistimed return. Each match becomes a classroom. Each set a chapter. More than results. What matters most this week may not be how far Eala advances, but how she competes. Does she step into the court on big points? Does she communicate clearly with her partner under pressure? Does she adapt when plan A falters? These questions shape players far more than scorelines. For Eala, the ASB Classic is a bridge between junior promise and professional consistency, between potential and polish. Playing singles and doubles accelerates that crossing. It compresses learning, forcing growth at a quicker tempo. The quiet confidence of belonging. Perhaps the most striking thing about watching Eala now is how naturally she seems to belong. There is no sense of intrusion when she walks onto court, no hint that she is borrowing space meant for someone else. She belongs among these players, under these lights, in these Eala season battles that often decide momentum for months to come. That confidence is not loud. It does not announce itself with grand gestures. It lives in the way she sets her feet before a turning save, the way she adjusts her strings between games, the way she listens, really listens, to advice, then filters it through her own instincts. Looking ahead, the ASB Classic will end, as all tournaments do. The courts will be packed away, the banners lowered, the tour moving on to its next destination. But for Eala, what remains will be deeper than memories. There will be patterns recognized, habits refined, beliefs strengthened or challenged. There will be the knowledge that she can handle the physical and mental demands of doing double duty, that she can compete, adapt, and recover.